Seashore Construction is here to help you weather the storm this winter. You shouldn't have to spend time worrying about wind and water damage. Contact Seashore today to replace or repair your roof, siding, or windows. Visit seashoreconstruction.net.
Good morning, everybody. Rise and shine. It's weather time. Happy Tuesday to you. If you're looking for a terrific Tuesday, yeah, today is not your day. However, if you like snow and wintry weather, perhaps, it is. For me, it is. This is exciting. Got a winter storm barreling down on the area. Finally, it is here after a week of talking about it, the different scenarios, the different possibilities. It's knocking on our doorstep, and eventually we will be seeing some heavy snow break out across the area. Let's take a look at our advisory map right now because we've got winter storm warnings in effect, even for New York and Long Island, first time in a very long time. We've got winter weather advisories for interior South Jersey. We've got coastal flood warnings in effect for the coastline for moderate tidal flooding coming our way. It's just a mess out there today. In the pink shaded area, which includes New York and the boroughs and Long Island, all of North Jersey, this is where I am expecting at least 6 inches of snow. It's going to do very well up there, a plowable snow for sure. I am looking at Monmouth County specifically for that potential of a jackpot zone. Why? Because when you get that area low pressure developed offshore and you shift those winds out of the north or north-northeast, comes across the Long Island Sound, that enhances the snowfall, it enhances the banding, and you oftentimes get an area right here where it just wants to pile up. All right, interior South Jersey, this is where we have the winter weather advisories for Salem, Gloucester, Camden, Burlington County. I could definitely see 2 to 5 inches of snow in that area. Of course, you got the flood warning in effect for our friends at the beaches. That winter storm warning, Lansdale, Allentown, Reading, Cowan Township, advisory for Lancaster. But you could see some totals of 6 inches or more in the pink for southeast Pennsylvania, where that flip to snow is already happening in some circumstances. So I think we are on target at the moment. We've got areas of heavy rain coming in. This is good. We don't want to see light rain if you want the transition over to snow, because the heavier it is, the more likely it is to bring that colder air down to the surface. So we'll zoom out a little bit and show you where that rain snow line is currently, about 20 miles to the north and west of Philadelphia. So we need to see this start to crash to the southeast. And I think that process happens somewhere in the next hour or two around Philadelphia, and then it will be getting into South Jersey from that point. So the low is positioned in a good spot, pretty much where we expected it to be. That precip shield is extending all the way up into northeast Pennsylvania, and it's snowing in southern New England. But the bullseye zone has definitely changed over time. Temperatures out the door right now. We got 36 in Marlton, 34 in Trenton, 37 in Hamilton, 39 in Mays Landing. Obviously, the closer you get to the coast, the warmer it is. But around Philadelphia, those temperatures are starting to come down a little bit more. And over the next hour, we will see another couple degrees etched off of those numbers. And we ultimately end up right around freezing. We're not knocking down any doors. Again, this is going to be a warm snow, if you will, very heavy, very wet. And a lot of the accumulations are going to be lost because of the melting at the onset. We've got cloudy skies. We've got rain down in Atlantic City at the ACUA wind farm. You can see the casinos off in the distance. You can also see the wind sweeping the boardwalk. Winds right now are gusting 25, 30 miles an hour along the beaches, sustained at 16, 39 degrees right now with areas of some heavier rain. So first note on our weather notes is the fact that the steady and heavy rain is going to continue for the next hour or so. And then we're going to start watching for that flip to happen. The cold air is going to be rushing in from northwest to southeast, and then that change to snow. How quickly does that happen? That's what we got to figure out. If it's 6 o'clock, you're going to get more snow. If it's 8 o'clock, it's more delayed. And that just tells me that the storm isn't deepening as quickly as the models had it, and therefore we'll have less snow. All right, so that's something that we will watch. Any way you look at it, we've got a good 5 or 6 hours of accumulating snow, and that's it. It's gone by lunchtime, 1 o'clock. So we have a very narrow window for everything to happen. Here's our HRRR model, painting that rain snow line, crashing into South Jersey. This is 7:30, getting into Camden, Gloucester, Salem County. snowing pretty heavily in Philadelphia. So if you're heading north on 55 and 676 and 95 and the turnpike and all that stuff, right now you just got wet roadways. But eventually later in the morning, it's going to become more of a slushy mess. And my biggest concern is the reduced visibility. Visibility could get down to under a mile at the peak of this thing, 8, 9 o'clock. Look at the dark blue. That's banding coming through Philly and Wilmington, Winslow, down into Bridgeton. And then you get a push at 11 o'clock out of Philadelphia. And then it finally exits the coast around 1 o'clock. And we could actually see the sunshine breaking out behind the storm. So everything could look beautiful, white, and pretty. And then the sun comes out and glistens on top of that. So that's what we're looking at. Snowfall totals, I have not changed the idea on this since the final call map. I'm sticking with it. If I'm on the low side, hey, so be it. 2 to 5 inches, Trenton, Philadelphia, Wilmington. I think there could be that bullseye zone in Sayreville, Howell, somewhere in Monmouth County, but definitely the 5 to 8 inches in North Jersey. And I have that 1 to 3, now including Mullica Township, Hamilton, portions of Salem County, even Millville getting in on that, just to the west of the Garden State Parkway with under an inch in the Cape May County area. You'll probably see a burst of heavy wet snow, but it's not looking like it's going to be anything overly significant. And I really wanted to emphasize, it seems, that potential jackpot zone in Monmouth County. Winds are going to continue to pick up. Right now they are sustained at 23 in Atlantic City, 21 in Asbury Park, 17 in Toms River, 16 in Tuckerton. I think region-wide, the winds will come up over the next couple hours. So as that transition over to snow is happening, it's blowing, it's drifting, the visibility is coming down. On the other side of this, we've got tidal flooding concerns. I just looked at all the numbers. We're pretty much steady. Expect 8 to 10 inches of water in those back bay areas as we get into moderate threshold. So it's rain over to some snow today, about 38 degrees by this afternoon. Tonight we'll drop down into the 20s. There will be the black ice concern. Anything that melted through the day will refreeze tonight. Tomorrow, for your Valentine's Day, looking lovely but cold in the 30s. So this takes us to our 7-day forecast. We have a chance of some snow later Thursday into early Friday. A weak wave comes in. Saturday, another wave at 38. Then we actually start to warm up a little bit as we get at or maybe slightly above normal. So that's a little bit of a change from what I was expecting 10, 12, 14 days ago, but it is what it is. You can't change it. Be safe out there, everybody, and we'll check back with you live at 7.